If you told me Caleb Williams would throw for 363 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 picks, but with that stat line, if you told me Caleb would have that stat line, I would have told you the Bears would have scored 28 plus, 30 plus, maybe even 40 points, but the Chicago Bears blow a game against the Colts by a score of 21-16, a game in which our offense could not score touchdowns and finish drives basically the entire game, and a game which raises a lot of question marks about the coaching staff on this team. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears post-game reaction video, which I'll be doing after every single Bears game this year, and this is going to be kind of a vent session right here because obviously, all of us Bears fans expected us to win this game. Okay, the Colts were favorites by 1.5 points, but they had a historically bad run defense, a very bad defense in general, and against that historically bad run defense, the Bears averaged 2.3 yards per carry. 2.3 yards per carry for 63 total rushing yards against a team that allowed like 250 yards on the ground to the Green Bay Packers, a team that was so bad against the run. How did the Chicago Bears offense do this poorly in regards to running the football? Okay, now I'm officially hitting the panic button about the Bears offense in regards to running the football, because I said in my pregame preview video, if the Bears cannot run the ball against this team, they will never be able to run the ball the entire season, and that's what it's kind of looking like. And the thing I don't understand is that most of this offensive line is the same as last year. Obviously, we have Matt Pryor stepping in for Nate Davis, although Nate Davis played couple snaps in this game. We have Coleman Shelton at center, but we have the same left tackle, the same left guard, the same right tackle, and our run game was not nearly as bad as it is this year, which makes me think it's a combination of poor play calling, how they're teaching these running plays, and also just some bad vision from our running backs, especially DeAndre Swift. Okay, DeAndre Swift through 3 weeks of this season is looking like a terrible signing by Ryan Poles. And yes, I know it's not only his fault. He's never been a player that can just create on his own, but if he's not that type of player, then you should have invested the money you invested in him on the offensive line. Okay, the offensive line again had some issues throughout this game. They were better, obviously, today than they were the last game, but against a defensive line that was missing DeForest Buckner, they still allowed some pressure on Caleb throughout this game at some bad moments, and the run blocking was not getting any sort of push up front either. The blocking of the perimeter has been bad the entire season. It was bad again in this game, and Shane Waldron, man, he's also looking like a bad hire so far this year. I know it's only 3 games, so I'm not going to officially give up on anything, on anybody right now, but what the hell was the play calling by Shane Waldron in this game? You call an option play at the 1 yard line in the first half, which is probably one of the worst play calls I've ever seen in my life. Okay, I'm not sure how Shane Waldron expected that play to work, and that entire drive when we got to the goal line, he did not allow Caleb the chance to throw the ball a single time. Okay, we just kept on running it, and even with the runs, like, why not do a run up the gut with Roschon Johnson when, like, he was getting some conversions on 3rd and short? Okay, I was happy that Roschon was finally a part of the game plan. I think he proved that he is one of the Bears' better backs on this team and deserves some carries throughout the season, but Waldron was not giving the ball to him at the correct times. Another thing I don't understand is why we had so many plays designed to go deep down the field on 3rd and medium. Okay, there were some 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 4s in this game in which a quick slant over the middle, a quick out route, like, would have been enough to convert the first down, but we were going on bombs down the field, 40, 50 plus yard bombs, and I know Caleb has to be better with his deep accuracy. Okay, again, he missed some throws downfield pretty badly. He converted some too, obviously, but some of them he was like way off on. But why are you even trying to go that deep on 3rd and medium when you need just a quick throw to convert that first down? So I have not been a fan of what Shane Waldron has been doing so far with this Bears offense. They lack any ability to finish in the red zone. They lack discipline. They have gotten worse in terms of blocking. And when everybody is getting worse all across the board around the quarterback, that has to be a coaching issue. Okay, these guys were not nearly this bad last year as they have been this year, and that doesn't make any damn sense because we upgraded on paper on this offense with Keenan Allen, with Gerald Everett, with Rome Odunze. Keenan obviously didn't play in this game, but there's no way this Bears offense should be playing this poorly. And, to only score 16 points against a defense that was this bad is not good enough. But talking about some of the good on this offense, there was some good also in this game, which I do want to point out. So Caleb having 363 passing yards. He broke, by the way, the Bears all-time rookie single game record. So, good for Caleb Williams. And I saw a lot of good stuff out of Caleb in this game, even with the bad mistakes that he made. And the thing is, guys, you can never expect a rookie quarterback to carry a team on his own. And that's exactly what the Bears were expecting him to do in this game. He threw the ball 52 times, okay? 52 passes for a rookie quarterback is not a sustainable formula for success. And obviously, he was going to make mistakes throughout this game. He stared down a read on the sideline for his first interception, which is a horrible play, obviously, by Caleb Williams. That was not good. And then the second play, the second interception, was not, I wouldn't say it was all on Caleb. Okay, Rome maybe could have caught that ball, but that was a very difficult catch to make by Rome and a risky throw made by Caleb. So I get the thinking behind the play to give your big body receiver a chance to come down with the catch, but there were two guys there, so that was going to be a difficult play to make for Rome. And aside from that, he obviously had that fumble in the second half in which Cole Kmet allowed the pressure, and some inaccurate throws down the field. Okay, there were again some throws where he's just launching the ball 10-15 yards beyond where the receiver even has a chance to make a play on it. So he has to keep on improving in the consistency department. But Caleb also made a handful of really spectacular plays in this game. Okay, he had some sidearm throws. He also had some deep bombs down the field, which did connect. Okay, a couple connected to Rome Odunze, which that first deep ball, that was a thing of beauty. Okay, that was right into the hands of Odunze, right in the breadbasket. He obviously threw the pick right after that, so that wasn't good. But Caleb, I mean, in terms of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, in terms of being, able to see things down the field, he is definitely doing those things, and he's getting better and better, in my opinion. Okay, I don't think Caleb is in any way the problem with the Chicago Bears offense, because he's just being asked to do way too much. With no run game, he's having to throw the ball every single time, and he's having to convert third and longs, which is very hard for any rookie quarterback. But for what he has to work with, and in terms of bouncing back in that second half, I'm very confident that Caleb is going to become a good quarterback eventually. He just needs a little bit of time and some experience working in this offense with these playmakers. And when Keenan Allen comes back, I mean, this offense could be pretty good, I feel like, in terms of moving the ball down the field through the air. But again, we have no run game. We have no ability to finish drives in the red zone. So until those things happen, the Bears offense still could struggle to score points. But I was very encouraged by Caleb's stat line, obviously, and his ability to put aside his previous mistakes and still try to help the Chicago Bears win this football game. Rome Odunze also got his first touchdown of his Bears career, which is a pretty special moment. Caleb's first touchdown pass went to Rome Odunze, so I wonder who keeps that ball. I'm sure Rome is going to keep that ball. Caleb is going to tell Rome that, he can just keep it because he is unselfish like that. But yeah, overall, man, Bears offense only scoring 16 points, which 7 of them basically came in garbage time when we had very little chance to win the game, was not good at all. It was not the performance I was expecting out of this Bears offense. Now, switching over to the defense, they were so damn good again in this game. I know they allowed 21 points, but you can only do so much by yourself. When your offense is this pathetic, it's very difficult to carry a game every single game. Obviously, we were hoping for a pick six again in this game or a fumble return touchdown, but that is just not going to happen every single game. And the Bears did get multiple turnovers forced in this game. Tremaine Edmonds had one in the end zone. Jalen Johnson had one, which Anthony Richardson threw some very bad passes in this game, which just makes it so much more infuriating that we lost this game, because we lost to a quarterback that was so damn inaccurate, was just throwing the ball to us the entire game. So it really sucks that we lost this game, but the defense in no ways was the reason why we lost. Okay, they held the Colts to very limited possession time. They got them off the field super fast. The run defense was pretty good for the most part of the game, but Jonathan Taylor, got us later on in this game, obviously. But again, I'm not going to expect the Bears defense to completely just shut out in offense, because that's Very hard to do in today's NFL. Andrew Billings should have had an interception as well in that first half, but the refs called it back, which I totally disagreed with that call. But that would have been cool to see Andrew Billings come through. But overall, the pass rush, had some good moments in this game. We had a couple sacks on Richardson. And again, with the turnovers forced, man, the Bears should have won this damn game, okay? With an average offense, the Bears would have blown out the Colts, but right now we don't even have an average offense, which is the story of the Chicago Bears. So leave your comments down below, guys. I'm not going to give up hope on the season, but if the Bears keep on playing like this, they obviously are not going to make the playoffs or anywhere close to the playoffs, okay? With how bad we have played on offense each of these last 3 games, we very easily could be 0-3 right now. And unless you can score points in this league, every game is going to be very difficult to win, no matter how good your defense is. So, I'm very hopeful about Caleb Williams, with the performance he showed in the second half of this game. I think our offense could put some things together going forward, but with how bad of a play caller I feel like Shane Waldron has been the last 3 weeks, combined with how bad the O-line has been, how bad Eberflus also has been at times in terms of managing the game. He wasted 2 timeouts in this game, in which, we could have used those timeouts to maybe get the Colts off the field. It is very hard to be optimistic, but it is a long, long season, and you guys know until the wheels fall off, I will still be rooting for the Bears, still hoping that we can turn things around. But man, what a disappointing performance today. Leave your comments down below. As always, bear down.